that's the other thing is, trying to keep a gentle bunch of cows with all the shit going on with Border Patrol driving through them and walking through them. It's tough to do.
Yeah, I hadn't even thought about that. Yeah. So
it's just getting stirred up.
So it's not only tough on the environment, it's tough on the animals, the family, the kids.
Yeah.
And your dad's still here?
Yeah, he's 93.
Heaven's sakes.
He doesn't do a lot of physical stuff, but he still goes out every day.
Oh, yeah.
Got his mind.
124 years ago, how did you guys settle here and develop your ranch?
My mother's grandparents came from Missouri, Blue Springs, Missouri, and he was a coal miner and had black lung.
Oh, yeah.
So they said go west. So he was one of the first justice of the peace of Bisbee. Bisbee was mining, and they were here for a year, and there was a hand-dug well at the original homestead, and more or less a Mexican Mormon dug the well without having any ownership to the property. And so my great-grandfather got to know him and said, well, there's going to be a Homestead Act, and I can't get the property, but I'll sell you that well and you file the homestead. And he did. So then they moved from Bisbee down to here, and they started a dairy for the mines were going, and so they had about 50 people working for them at the dairy. And then they got into about the late 20s, and the dairy business kind of fell apart. There were 16 dairies in this area supporting Bisbee.
Holy cow.
And it got too much, and then he died, and so anyway, they raised horses for a while, and then in late 30s, early 40s, they brought in cattle from Sonoyta and started the beef herd. And then my mother's mother kept her part of the ranch. She had there were 7 kids in the family. All the rest of them sold.
What's your total acreage now?
16,500. But originally it took in a lot of those mountains. It went into Mexico, and then the other kids they didn't like it, and so my grandma stayed. Then my mom and dad got married, and in the 70s my dad bought out. It's a corporation, and he bought my grandmother and her kids out. So it was originally the Walker Ranch. Fike was the original name, then Walker. Now it's Lads.
Okay.
And that's